Last week was a very interesting week. Bitcoin climbed back over 20,000. Ethereum's now above $1,500. Do you think the bear market is finished for cryptocurrency? I'm still very cautious. Reason being is S&P 500 is still at a major resistance level. If it doesn't break above, it could impact the cryptocurrency market. Tesla is already in a bear market condition. Even Apple is already in a daily downtrend as well. So with all these big tech companies are still in a bear territory, stay cautious is my advice to you. Now I'm going to show you my full trading plan for the week. Usually only members get to see it, but I want to show you how we plan the week ahead. So stay tuned and you'll see my full trading plan for the week. Thank you. So I'm going to introduce a website for you to do technical trading called tradingview.com. You can get the free version. It's more than enough. You have 3 or 4 indicator and the end of day chart in there. If you want to trade intraday using TradingView, you may want to subscribe like myself, but the free version is sufficient. Okay, I'll drop the link below. Let me start off with how I trade normally. So we will start off with something called SPY. SPY is the biggest ETF to track the S&P 500. Therefore, I use that a lot because it only trades in the real-time session. So only when New York Stock Exchange start trading, then this ETF will be traded. So now you can see we are very close to the resistance line, which is around the 400 area. Unless this break through and stay above, then I will be a buyer. If it stay below, I can very potentially still continue to be a seller, which I'm going to show you in a minute, because SPY is not the one that I trade with. I trade with the E-mini contract. Okay, so if I'm not convinced that S&P 500, the bearish move is not done yet, then I'm not bullish in cryptocurrency. Let me point out 2 particular stock that is already weighted a lot in S&P 500. Apple is already on a daily downtrend, which is very major, significant, because it is the most valuable company in the S&P 500. So if we're not seeing this to come up back here, I can't see S&P 500 continue to outperform. Another one that is in the bear market territory, of course, is Tesla. Tesla has dropped significantly, probably about 60-70%. I would have thought. The peak of Tesla is $415, call it. The lowest we see is close to $100, so significantly dropped, gone for 70% actually. So now are we convinced that we're going to see buyer? I am not so convinced. I think this will probably break this $100. We may see around 70-80, which is the time that I am going to gear up and buy. Therefore, if the tech stock are still bearish, I can't really see cryptocurrency would outperform really well at the moment. But let me show you what I'm seeing in cryptocurrency. One thing that I use a lot on Bitcoin is the Bitcoin future contract. The code is BTC1. You can see on the corner. Let me highlight that for you so you can see that. So right here, you can copy that if you like to. The reason why I use that is because the volume is more accurate. Being a future, you only track it on New York Stock Exchange. Unlike, say, for instance, Ethereum or Ripple, if you want to see the true volume, it's very difficult. They trade over the counter, meaning they trade over in different exchanges. So it's very difficult to track the true volume. With Bitcoin future, because it's only trading in the New York Stock Exchange, so this will be a more accurate volume, which I'm going to show you what I see on the volume side. Below, you can see this is called accumulation distribution line. We are seeing at least volume is slowly gaining higher, but price is dropping. So we're seeing a little divergence in here. which is quite a bullish sign. However, I never buy when price going up. I always buy when it make a dip lower. So a little correction, whatever you want to call it. So I think price would likely to come back to test around the low area, 15, 16,000. I will then start accumulating some 30%, 40%, something like that. In fact, I actually done a video which I'm going to publish, how to get wealthy trading cryptocurrency. So do stay tuned because I will publish that very, very soon. Just finalize some of the editing, as you can appreciate. Now moving on to the real chart of S&P 500 to show you what my plan is. Let's go there quickly. S&P 500. The Nasdaq chart, we'll go to that next. On the future market chart, you can see daily. I always start off weekly or daily, but this occasion daily, we're very, very close to this resistance. You can see I have a very similar drawing like the SPY, but I trade on the future, not SPY. Last Friday price action is not a bullish price action. Looks like a low test, but low test on top of the phase one. It's actually called hanging man. Hanging man is actually a reversal pattern right here, okay? And being very close to trend line resistance, I'm not gonna buy it, okay? Unless it breaks, break, and it's come back, stay above, then potentially. So tomorrow is very, very important. Monday, Tuesday is very important to set the tone. I'm going to be a buyer or I'm going to be a seller of the indices, all right? Let me show you on a smaller time frame what needs to happen before I will become a seller of S&P 500. So first potential one, it depends. Very unlikely will be Monday. I think we'll still spike up there. If I do see a first 1 hour change, then I could be the first one to sell. I could be, but not a full position. And then drop below, stay below, I will enter my full position on this. I use a spread trading to trade that because it's tax-free. If you're not familiar, then you probably need to work on that because it's a high leverage. I don't recommend beginners to trade this, okay? So for me, S&P 500, if it stay below this trend line, then I will be a seller of that. Nasdaq is very similar. We've got a little bit of room to the trendline resistance. Sometime it doesn't have to get there, sometime it will get there, so we shall see. If it's going to drop below, stay below here, yeah, I will be a seller too on Nasdaq. In fact, probably will sell Nasdaq more than S&P 500, but that depends on how clean, how elegant an entry could be. Moving on to Forex. Forex is very dull. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have much plan on Forex. Let's start off with the dollar index because dollar index is the dominant king Forex. So you really need to know, honestly. If you don't know what the dollar is doing, you cannot trade Forex. That is end of story, period to me. So you really need to know what king of Forex is doing. So US dollar is obviously on a daily downtrend, weekly downtrend, but you can see the selling momentum is easing off. So it wouldn't surprise me we get a bounce or above here and then take it back to the monthly pivot area, potentially. However, there's only one pair that is in my interest this week, is Euro, just because the other pair is just not clean. Euro broke off resistance and then it dropped dead on Friday. And hanging man, again, it's a red bar, but probably easier to see. So no following through at the moment. Can't even break through the Thursday high. We are now having a hanging man. So if price come back below, stay below this 108 area, I could be a seller of Euro, a dollar buyer on maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, it looks like. So we'll wait and see. The rest of the Forex is just not clean, so it's not in my interest to trade. I do want to see pound continue to break lower to confirm the trade for Euro. So that's the plan for Forex to me. Quick recap. I still remain a seller of the indices if the S&P 500 and Nasdaq stay below the trendline resistance. Cryptocurrency, I could be a buyer in the coming weeks. Remember I said I have done a video we will show you guys how to get wealthy trading cryptocurrency. Do stay tuned, that will be broadcast in the coming days. I will finish off the editing. Forex, I would still want to be a dollar buyer as reversal, but have to wait and see which one show me the strength first. Most likely will be euro dollar that I'll be looking to trade. Remember, if I do decided to take a trade, in my private trading group, I share my trading idea. If you do want to join, drop me a message or follow me on Facebook or Instagram. Drop me a message there. I will be more than happy to add you to my trading group. Thanks for watching. Happy trading, healthy investing. See you next time.